So no head, but yes to the 41st episode of the second campaign of the Chronicles of Telmora. I am Liv, your long-suffering and eternally tormented DM. In our still as yet to be named party of Chucklefucks, we have Harka, played by Norvin.
I'm eating a carrot.
Good for you. We have Rex, played by Connor.
I'm eating a Twix bar.
Nice. We have Sister, played by Shane.
I'm eating a sirloin steak right now.
Thank you. I was hoping you would tell me what you fixed. How is it cooked?
Medium rare.
Correct
I'm not a
answer.
fucking animal.
Correct answer. We have Tess, played by Pyro.
I'm eating a burger with no honey mustard.
Interesting. Okay. And we have Icarus, played by Nasir.
I'm eating Taco Bell.
Nice. And I had chili for dinner, and it was delicious. So, when last we left the group, Rex had returned to the party after making his very long trek from the Mangan Grove all the way to the capital city of Kamarasca. On the way there, he found some burned ruins of a town, settlement, basically, and brought that news to his party, and they have now been making the trek back westward to find the ruins because they are between Mogrud and Hinadel. So, we are traveling. I believe we got through 4 days of travel last time, which means 5 days. Everyone rolled. So, Harka, kick us off with a d20, please. I have refreshed my random encounter tables. So, all d20. Okay.
Connor, you might want to play with your mic, but Connor, you've been peeking a lot.
Yeah, you've been coming in and out.
Coming?
And now they tell me.
Coming? Yes.
Didn't have a problem last night.
Well,
oh.
the mic gain wheel on the bottom of my mic is very touch and go. Like
Yeah,
spin up
I'm
and
going to
spin
touch
down.
you and go. Play D&D.
All right.
The next time we play your game, Pyro, my challenge is to get 20 minutes of you fucking waffling before you start your game. One day I'm gonna make you tilt so hard with the intro, you're not gonna get to D&D.
But
You're
then
an
you
animal
suffer.
You may not be an animal for the way you cook it, Shane, but the way you cut that fucking steak is diabolical.
What?
What?
Huh?
There's sirloin strips, you fucking creature.
What?
He
Oh, I see.
look at it.
What?
You don't cut all the way through.
What do you mean?
But the slice vertical, that you slice a piece off what you just cut.
That it's a strip, you dog! That's separate!
Then why are you taking an itty bitty baby bite on the right and not anything else?
That's not appropriate!
And I see on the left there's no fat vein there separating. That is one solid chunk of fucking meat.
Sirloin strips are pre-cut, you
It is
dipshit.
a strip of sirloin. It came out as a fucking strip.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I get that you're saying it was a cut piece of meat. I'm also saying I see there is no fat line there. You just arbitrarily decided to stop cutting there.
This is going in the book.
What's
I
wrong
didn't-
with that?
I have no idea what the fuck you're
animalistic.
even talking about.
It's animalist. Like taking a centerpiece out of a cake.
What are you fucking on about?
I don't even know, man.
Also, I think we have the same keyboard.
Alright,
think
what bullshit did I roll?
You know, I was gonna
I
have.
am dumbfounded. What the fuck are you even talking about?
My quota of chaos. Don't worry about it.
We're still going. I was gonna have something, but honestly, I feel like that was the encounter right there. Was the whole steak debate? That's your encounter for the day. Is Rex and
You
Sister
cannot
just
cook
getting
food
like
that.
a horrifically tilted argument about steak?
insult Sister's cooking to her face. Watch her actually blow her top.
Also, said proof that I think we may have the same keyboard.
Bruh.
No.
Close though.
It is close, yeah.
Boy, pick up the wrapper.
It is more expensive than mine.
It is not unwrapped, brother.
Put it in your mouth and shut up.
Kill yourself.
Roll a d20, Rex.
Sure.
Kill all of us, Rex.
Please.
Don't have to tell me twice.
3.
3.
Oh god. Oh yeah, that is a hostile encounter. Roll me a d4.
Did you actually anti-Norman's encounter with my fucking argument?
Yep. That was the
No.
encounter. 4. Oh, okay.
Liv, you know this feeling you're having right now? Remember my Mondays when I deal with him.
I am well aware of what we deal with on your Mondays. I'm
Mhm.
also there.
Yeah.
I am also a player in your Monday games, and I
Usually.
know if you
Just
usually
making sure.
if you guys would like to put yourselves on the map, please.
Where?
Please.
Where?
Sure, over there is fine. Rex has placed himself over there.
I'm in a hole.
Yes.
Okay.
As far as possible from that animal as I can.
Right over there. Sister is just traveling.
As
Sister has banished Rex from the caravan for the day.
Why does my token only have 36 health?
I don't know.
because
Open your
Try
seat
putting
and
it
drag
out again.
big dog.
Roll20 like.
There you go. Icarus,
Basically, it'll record like fucked up values for your token if your sheet's not open sometimes.
Icarus, do you really only have 30?
I do not.
No,
Okay.
he's got to do
How
the same.
Okay, I was like, your token also needs to get, because I saw Icarus and Tess at 30, 36, and I was like, there's no way. There's simply no way. That looks much more correct. Okay, now I can put this on the board. Burrowing up from the ground.
Yay!
Is that a fucking purple worm?
Hang on.
No,
Eh,
it's a
small
young purple worm.
You know how these fight?
Y'all better lock.
There's
Oh,
5
that's-
of you and 1 of it.
You know, I was about to start memeing, but I gotta lock the fucking memes over.
Yeah, yeah. Hang on, guys. We're about to have a Red Dragon event. Red Dragon event incoming. Fuckers, sit down.
So, oh my god, it's right there.
2, 3,
Yeah.
4.
I mean, it hunted us, so it makes sense.
4, 5.
Okay, good.
Waiting
good,
on.
Good. I get to.
Dumbass, are you about to be ridiculous? I said you could stay in here if you behaved. You fucker! Hold on.
I think we need to say that she can continue to be a DM if she behaves.
At least this one doesn't have a breath attack.
It does not have a breath attack. You are correct.
What?
It does not have a breath attack. Sort. Descending. And there's only one.
It drags you underground and eats you.
Come on, Tess.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure there's no
Alright.
small, easy to swallow.
Listen, listen. If
my
they can
legitimate
fight one
reaction-
of these in campaign 2 of Critical Role when Ford has absolutely no levels in his class whatsoever,
Ma'am,
I think you'll be
ma'am,
fine.
Do not quote Critical Role as an excuse for something. Anyway, my actual response. 23
This-
to 20.
But the second one hits. The first one is a no,
Yeah.
but the second one is a yes. Okay, so 12.
No shit. Ignore the hunter's mark. I'm not using that.
Oh, so no.
Yeah, no. Give me
Banish.
Yes.
yeah, give me a charisma saving throw, ma'am.
Oh, this is not going to go well. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Tess pulls out the a stop sign and just fucking chucks at it, and she yells, "Skip!"
On.
Yeah, get the fuck ready.
Get it.
Can you leave it on the field and we just know it's banished for a round?
No,
Live
no.
30 feet.
I'm gonna
It's
remember
right there, dog.
This is the epicenter of the monster.
this. Mm-hmm.
All right. The Liv yells. No. Liv bad.
Probably saying it's in melee with Harka.
Yes.
Tess yells scatter and just fucking books it.
You're close.
If only there was a token you could place.
If only the beasts
That
were
is-
actually on the thing.
That is my turn.
Is anyone taking actual actions in preparation before the worm returns?
Maybe I am, maybe I won't.
It comes back at the end of its turn, so that's not very far.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe I will. Maybe I
Arca?
won't.
Are you taking an actual action or holding?
Ready in action to smack it in the head when it shows up.
You cannot stand there. You can stand here. There you go.
Once
It's-
more, if only there was a way you could signal to us where our characters just saw this thing appear.
Oh man, if only you remembered.
Next time you try and pull up ADHD, I'm killing your character.
What, did I have ADHD?
Oh, that's
You-
why I'm not lining up.
Yes.
Mental illness.
4x4.
Yeah, just keep covering it. It's gonna.
Okay, it has
Okay,
no turn.
So
Sister.
I'm going to attack it because that's
Yes.
my ready to action.
Yes, you do. Why am I opening the sheet? That's not what I need. I just need to open the token. There we go.
Is the moon out?
No, it is daytime.
Okay. Well, bonk.
What's
Oh,
the
yeah.
weather like?
Hot
Got her.
and dry.
Don't you have a weather table?
12.
Got her.
Yes, but right now it's hot and dry.
Or you're gonna say that, and she's gonna pull the fucking Uber Magic Tempest bullshit on the table, and we're gonna explode.
My
I'm gonna
lightning's going to
smite
Hold on.
it.
Go away. There we go. Minus 13. Very nice. Very nice.
That's my turn.
It's a very good turn. Sister. Well, I'm going to scoot this over. There we go.
Okay.
It's an Alaskan bull.
Oh,
We
worm.
got
Sandy.
a fucking problem.
That's not the worm. That's its tongue.
What that tongue do?
All right. She's gonna walk up and bamf this onto Icarus,
Nice.
because I know that thing, if it bites him and grapples him, he's gonna have a fucking problem.
Quick, somebody play Freebird by Leonard Skinner.
And she's going to stay right here. Nothing for the bonus action. That's all.
Valid. Alrighty. Click Icarus.
I am going to come up to here.
Fuck it up. A 16 unfortunately will miss.
And then I
Jeez.
will.
Bloody
out of dodge.
unfortunate. Valid. Alright. Pricks.
Okay. Reading a spell really quick.
Valid.
There's a big chunk of text.
A lot of spells are, man. It's ridiculous.
Okay. I'm not casting it. I was looking at Summon Fae and the 3 variants it comes with. I'm going. Should I try a Hail Mary? I think so. I'm gonna reckon this thing's wisdom's not phenomenal. I'm going
It's
to attempt
probably
to
about
cast.
11 or 10.
I'm gonna attempt to cast Charm Monster.
Okay. Surprisingly, it does have proficiency in wisdom saving throws, but it only has a
But
plus
it
4,
has
so it doesn't.
advantage as it's fighting us.
Ah,
21.
that's unfortunate. I opened its sheet back up when you said it has advantage, and I was like, does it have magic resistance? No, but it is fighting you. And so it does not work, unfortunately.
You know, it was worth a shot
it was.
because it's just an encounter fixer.
Yeah, worth trying.
Bonus action. Would you make me large while I become?
Lorg.
Look at my CR2
He's
list.
just going, ain't it?
Oh, that's why.
Huh?
Who's going?
Perhaps
The
something
music's
heavy
just
swallowed.
going, ain't it?
Yeah.
Just-
Actually, make me
Did
up
you
one
put
more
Wild
tier. I'm gonna
Goblin on?
be
You are-
the giant constrictor snake. Make me
Big.
huge.
That way?
Make on
Noodle
snake
on noodle
action.
warfare.
You know, if you see his
Legless
coiled up,
vertebrate
just
on
avert your
legless
eyes,
vertebrate.
Tess.
All right, is that your turn?
Tess begins drawing.
Yeah, because I'm in melee, so I'm good.
Tess.
All right. Time for railgun gameplay.
There we go.
All right, Dink.
16 misses. 23 will hit. 6.
Hey, Icarus, can you put this symbol on yourself so I don't forget that you have freedom of movement?
Let's see here. Very easy. I guess I will do a power shot. I'm gonna do
I'm
five
looking for it.
5 mana die.
On the left side when you scroll down.
All right.
Yeah.
66.
Thank you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
25, force damage.
Very nice.
Test's gonna keep running.
Yeah, valid.
That would be my turn.
Alrighty. Harka.
Here to get. I need. Can I stand there?
Stand where you are?
Up
Oh,
to.
the green?
Yes.
Yes.
Because that'll give me.
Yes.
Okay. That
Twill.
way I can cast Hunter's Mark.
Alrighty.
I use Hunter's Mark more often than our Ranger.
I wonder
I
why.
have, I
Gee, I
have
wonder
better
why.
smites than you.
And yeah, boink. It's a 16 hit.
Unfortunately misses.
What about
25
25?
will hit. Okay, so that's 13. Oh.
That
What's
was
the
a shitty smite.
You rolled 2d6.
I was
by
about to
the
say
way.
that's not right.
Oh, 2d8.
Thank
There we
you.
go. Slightly better.
It's
a 2
it's
and a max number for both of them.
yeah, it's the same roll.
Universe said, "Oh, he thought he's funny."
All right. Zitch turn.
Indeedy do.
It is now the young purple worm's turn.
Yong.
Pyong. The one that's biting, one with its stinger. Okay.
Excuse me.
It is
Every
going.
night.
Thanks, Norman.
All right then. It is going to make a bite attack against Harka. 16, I don't think hits.
No, 16 does not
And
hit
it is
me.
going to make a tail stinger against Harka. A 28, though.
28 indeed does fucking hit.
A 19 hit you?
Yeah, that is my AC. No, actually, a 19 will not hit me.
Then it won't hit you. Flashbang.
Valid. That is the
All
time to use it. And that is its
Oh,
turn.
actually, wait.
35 feet?
You're 5 feet away.
Oh.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
okay.
And I think
So,
Rip.
even C.
minus 21.
Huh?
Target must make a DC
It
19
has blind
Constitution
sight.
throw.
I just
12
realized it
d6
was a
poison
flare.
damage. Holy
Oh
bollocks.
Jesus!
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
minus 43.
Oh. Now that does raise a question. Hold on, I'm gonna write that down for me to look up later.
What?
Warding flare versus blind sight.
That bitch ain't got no eyes.
Yes,
No,
that's
warding
nothing.
flare just gives them disadvantage. There's nothing special. I mean, it's not
Well,
determined on whether or
some
not they
abilities.
have sight.
Creature that can't be blinded is immune to the feature.
Is it immune to the blindness effect?
It
It has blind sight, so within a certain range, it is immune to blindness.
Huh?
Okay.
interesting. I'm still gonna do more research on that later because that type of shit fascinates me.
It's only fair to bring that up.
I would say, given that last one, that no,
I
you
mean,
took the warding
it
flare
doesn't.
thing that
Right now, it doesn't matter because Sister was out of range.
right.
So, But
tried
I
to-
have-
Oh
I have-
my god!
I've taken it to Google, so I will remember that the Google is there, and I will Google it later. Sister.
Well, like I said, I couldn't reach him anyway. But
Yep.
I'll step right there.
That's why I'm not Googling it right now. I typed it in, so it'll be there later.
Well, shit. Still don't have life transference up.
Do you need me to give you guys like a small break after this encounter to set your spells for travel?
No, I kept mine set.
No, I have spells for travel. I just didn't have life transference specifically. I think he's gonna take 64 damage. immediately.
Purple worm.
The purple worm.
This thing
Uh,
shit better sell for a fuck ton. These things are rare.
If we
Best
can
I can do is
harvest its
3 copper.
poison, its poison alone in one vial is like 800 gold.
Money.
If we can get there.
We win those.
Gonna be
So blindness, deafness would do fuck all.
yeah, blindness would have no effect because it's essentially. I just realized it's 2 blind fighting style bitches right up against each other.
Yeah.
Blind leading the blind.
The blind fighting the blind.
And like that one Samurai Jack episode.
Sure,
The
that
black and
blind
white.
beating up the blind.
Fuck.
Hello.
Who the fuck is making love to their mic?
Pyro. I mentioned Samurai Jack and he couldn't contain himself.
Oh.
That's about all I can do with my concentration. That might help. You guys already have advantage, so I can't fairy fire. Flaming sphere is a worthless spell.
It is not.
But I need to be concentrating on something.
Can you give me more AC?
HP is the one you're looking for, bud.
I do not have Shield of Faith prepped.
Yeah, healing word.
Yeah. You have any potions on you?
Yeah.
Healing
I
word's
have
not going to do
Healing Word.
anything. At this point, it's just going to be.
It's gonna one shot him. No
It's
matter
gonna
how
keep
much I give him
one-shotting me,
healing,
and she's
unless
gonna
his
keep
life
picking my ass
transference.
up. Yeah. No. I'm not worried about that. That's
I
why I
mean-
wanted AC instead of health. It's gonna keep one-shotting me.
Yeah, we just need to kill it. So I'm gonna Spirit Guardians.
All right. Open the settings. Thank you. 15.
So I'm pretty sure it's got reach something like a
radius.
bother.
I'm changing the color for this page because I can't see that. That's worse.
I could give Harka a turn to get into a better position.
I don't
That's-
think that.
We
I don't
just need to
Towards
kill
me,
it.
I swear.
Just
don't
Alright.
think the vanishing
I'm
arrows.
blowing it ass up.
There we go.
It
Now
works
I
better
can
if
see
I'm
it.
not so close to it in initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
9. Roll your
it
damage.
still loses a turn either way. It's just
Roll damage.
it'll be alright.
And you guys get a.
Roll damage.
Well, some of you get time to prepare.
One of you gets time to.
Nice.
That was pretty fucking good.
It has crossed into bloodied now.
It's
It's
radiant.
pretty close to bloodied. Well, it wouldn't matter. It doesn't have any resistances
I know, but that's
Write that down,
normal
write
that she
that down.
takes.
or vulnerabilities. So, well, no, you did necrotic for the summer fae because you weren't sure.
Yep.
Shane, you almost had the cleric number of damage. You had 776.
Almost hit the
Terrible
dragon.
fortune.
Big money jackpot.
The turn.
Cactuar.
Yeah, that's it.
Icarus.
I am going to use my cunning action to dash over here.
Nice. Fuck him up. Nice.
Very good.
Yes, that will hit. Okay, 29. Good shit. This thing's looking pretty rough.
And then I'll use some more of my movement to dodge out.
Yep. God, swashbucklers.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Forgot.
It's I'm every time he does it, I'm constantly reminding myself. That's why I say swashbucklers a lot. That's me reminding myself as long as he hits, he gets to do that.
He doesn't even need to land it. He just needs to attack at them.
Ah, that's right. It's a
It did not
it's
stop my heart
baller.
from seizing for a second.
Oh, I know, but it is a clutch feature. All right, Rex.
So I'm going to attempt to constrict it.
Oh, that's right. This one doesn't have because it doesn't have.
Oh wait,
size.
it's an advantage, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
18 hit.
18 just hits.
It's grappled. And it has to use its action to try and escape.
Yeah, the hand is appropriate. Yep. sit down.
For the snake holding it. Yeah.
For grapple, it's the grip because it's not like
I
a
get
pet.
you, Liv.
You're grabbing it.
And then I don't have anything for my bonus action. I'll just kind of grab it so it can't burrow. And that'll be it.
All right,
Mm.
Tess, finish this fight.
Bend its
Come on,
underbelly
Tess.
towards Tess.
It's looking
will-
it's looking pretty rough.
I will try. I won't. I'm not even going to try for sharpshooter. Yeah, that's 18 AC.
It does have 18 AC.
So I guess what I can do is I can crit farm.
That's what I would do at this
Alright.
point.
Dink.
Yeah, that'll
Dink.
hit. Those will both hit. So I'm just gonna
Action surge.
17. All right, it's
Dink.
looking pretty rough.
Dink. Nope.
Oh,
Nope. Misses. Next turn.
you didn't want to do anything on your
Next.
Damn. I
Wait.
Harka.
You said I can't do the bonus action thing since those attacks already went by. So yeah, you go.
That's true.
Hit it.
Bonk.
Yeah,
25?
25 will hit. That's pause. 9 plus 7 is 16.
Did you roll concentration for your hunter's mark?
No, I did not. Oh, no hunter's mark, so take
Okay,
off
so
that extra
plus
5.
5. And then 8. Oh. It's so close, man. It's so close.
Bonk. 19.
How do you want to do this?
Um,
Add 2 hit points.
It's gonna, Harka's just gonna walk up Rex's back, get to its face, and just slam. Each time with radiant light flowing out of him.
Quack. Quack. Very nice. See, this is why I throw big monsters at you. You guys can kill it before it gets to its 3rd turn.
It's
while
heavily
I'm
depends
big
on the
snake
monster.
form, I'd like to.
It was
kind of
a
angle-
Nova contest, by the way.
Yes.
I'd like to angle it so that the body falls in a favorable way, so we can carve into it, and then continue to use my snake body to shimmy it out of its hole.
To what? Oh, out of the in the ground. Yes.
Yes, so pull it all the way out with it, because when I turn back to a medium size movement, this thing's gonna
It's
be.
going to be very difficult.
interesting.
That is wise. And you have plenty of time in your snake form, so yeah.
Yeah, so I get it out and stretch alongside so it's easiest to carve, and then I'll drop wild shape.
Yeah. Just curious, what is the dexterity of that snake form?
Dexterity
Yeah.
is 14.
Oh yeah, easy enough to. You're both
Strength of
vaguely
19.
worm-shaped, and the entire thing of you is constricting. I would say with your dexterity, it's easy enough to get it more or less in the exact position you want it. With a 14, yeah, you have enough moves. All right, this is a monstrosity, so the skill is nature.
I need guidance. I need everything you got. Wait, no. Survival's the big one for me. Damn it. Well, I mean, it's still a +6.
Hold on, I might have some nature.
Nature.
No, never mind.
The lowest
fucking
DC is 5. The highest is 25.
God,
This is
motherfucking
kind of
game.
like a. This is kind of like a.
In-
It's cumulative, so the highest you
Mhm,
hit
mhm.
will get you everything from the lower tier as well.
Gotcha. Does anybody have nature to give me advantage?
Mm,
No.
Well,
mm,
that's technically a house rule. Liv may not require you to
mean-
have it to help.
we could wait until we just camp out next to this thing's corpse, and I can give you Ant's ability tomorrow.
It probably won't degrade over one night's camp, right, Liv?
Now, let me
let's-
double check that there are things that. Hold on.
Watch it call on the rock.
2 more purple worms come out. An
That-
actual adult, its mom comes
They are
out.
I would
solitary
say-
killers.
There is. There are 2 things that would be unavailable if you wait a day. Everything else would be fine.
Oh,
But if you
poison.
wait an entire day, there
Yeah.
are 2 things from this list that I would say would probably not
So it's got to
last
be
once it's
the
dead.
venom and some other thing we don't know about that's going to be valuable. I say we just try it, because
Sure.
if we wait, those are lost
You have
anyway.
a plus what?
6 plus a D4.
Okay, let me. I mean,
So minimum of
my-
+7.
my prep spells I really don't have.
I have enhanced ability actually.
You have it ready?
I'm gonna make you small.
Okay, well, there you
I-
go.
Or medium.
I will give myself advantage on the check with enhanced ability,
Valid.
and then start carving.
All right,
and all
make
the
me
way
that
up.
nature check. Why do I keep
I was-
opening that?
I was
That's
gonna
not
make a
open.
quip beforehand, but I didn't want to jinx it. With guidance is on.
You
Nature.
always have the opportunity to quip later.
25.
That hits every DC.
God.
All right. So
Let's
whoever
go.
whoever is ready to write, let me know when you're ready to write, and I will start from the bottom and work up.
All right, let me get the
So-
pantry open.
So Rex pulls out his bone cleaver and just starts hacking into it. And he's like, "See, I knew y'all had use for me." As he starts fucking Ratatouille style, just slicing into this thing. Up,
What
here's
is
this
what
gland.
is the thing with the
Chunk,
carving from
pass
Monster
out.
Hunter? What is that gem? The carving gem.
The
The
mantle.
Carving pro.
Carving Pro, yeah.
Carver Pro.
Oh.
Yeah, the one where you're like better at carving and you get better shit. That one.
Okay,
All right.
who's writing this down?
I got it. I got the pantry
Okay.
open.
I am going to decrease some of these things a little bit because it is young, but for the most part, I would say you get 6 vials of purple worm blood.
Oh, you
You hoes.
tease.
I said I was starting from the bottom and working my way up.
I know, but we were all biting our lips.
This was the
Big
DC
money.
5 check, guys. What did you think you were going to get with DC 5?
We know. Our brains were empty hearing 6 vials of purple worm blank.
Do you want to go ahead and know the value so you
This-
can write
this-
that down as
No, no,
well?
no. Well, probably.
Sure. Yeah.
50 gold each.
Ooh. Those are healing potion apiece.
Yes, they are.
All right.
The DC 10 check is 4 purple worm teeth.
Ooh.
And value.
50 each.
Does it have a suggested thing for that they can be made into?
Piercing
Probably
weapons.
daggers.
Huh?
Any melee piercing weapon.
And does it have any buff, or is it just can be made into it?
I would say for the young, it's probably a +1. The adult says +2, but I feel like for young it would probably be
okay.
+1.
I think that's fair.
And the adult you get 6, but for the young 4 is reasonable, I think.
Okay.
Okay. For the 15, I would say this is the first object that would have degraded if you waited a day.
Okay.
You get 2 vials of purple worm stomach acid. Those vials are 150 each. Now, the main reason I said is the first thing it says under here is the acid can be hard to harvest. So I said, well, that's probably not going to stay stable very long in a corpse. Well, it's stable enough when it's alive, but once it dies, all bets are off.
Welcome to the Rotten Vale.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay. This next one I'm gonna... So you get 1 purple worm stinger.
Ooh.
What could that be used for?
It says proficiency with the poisoner kit may be used for harvesting this stinger. I'm not doing that. I will say if you want to refine it to produce 3 doses of purple worm poison, that is the poisoner's kit to refine
Okay.
it. You
But if we
have
throw it
the
in
stink.
in our pantry, it's not going to degrade, right?
That one
That's
does.
the whole point of the magic item.
Yeah, the whole point of the magic item. Yes, I'll say it's fine. I don't feel like dealing with it that closely, so yeah, why not? Especially because I am making the secondary check to refine it from the stinger rather than an alchemist or someone proficient in the poisoner's kit can spend 6 days and 1,500 gold worth of material to create 3
God.
doses of purple worm poison.
God
That purple worm poison is crazy though, and that creates
It is.
3 doses, and then it has the stats for the purple worm poison. So
Right. It's balanced.
Uh-huh.
And
God damn it.
what's the value of the stinger by itself? So I can at least have that.
2,000.
Whoa.
You see why it's 1,500 gold.
Mr. Krabs.
I say we just sell the fucking thing.
Mr. Krabs.
It
Oh, hold on.
depends on how.
Mhm.
I might have under or lowballed the purple worm poison price.
Now that was the DC 20 check.
What's the 25? What's
The
above purple worm?
25. This is, I swear, I looked at this and I was like, oh, they had to have fucking looked at
It's
Monster
2,000
Hunter.
by itself.
I swear to God, So this is the other thing that would have degraded because I was like, this probably would get eaten away by the acid. Small bits of stone often get caught in the creature's digestive tract and are covered in a thick mucus that quickly hardens. Over time, the object is coated again and again, forming a glistening white pearl with a purple sheen. You have 1 purple worm pearl.
Worth?
Hold on to your tits, boys and girls.
They're held.
It's
they're
worth
held.
5,000 gold.
My tits fell off. I'm sorry.
And it
I was
weighs
holding
10 pounds. So this thing is
I-
fucking huge.
I pull it out and I say, "Behold, money!"
them. Is that an
It's-
egg?
It kind of, it kind of looks like a vaguely purple egg, yeah.
All right. While we're here
I hold cold.
with doing the prices and stuff,
Yes.
can you help me get the prices of other stuff we got in here?
Yes.
Young
One
Red
sec.
Dragon Blood. I know we used to know it, but
Okay, one
we
sec.
sold all the ones we had, and then Rex had some himself.
Dude, scrolling down to dragons. Do.
And we also need the
Dragons
ones.
that was young. Young blood is
When I
125
was a young
apiece.
Drake.
All right, and his wings.
The wings are 3,000 apiece.
All right. Triceratops skin.
Oh no, I scroll up for that because that's under dinosaurs. Triceratops skin, 5 gold. Like I said, that can be used to make baseline leather armor. So,
Chimera hooves, and Chimera lion claws.
all right, let me go back to that. Should just be under C for Chimera. Where are you, Chimera? There you are, Chimera. Said Chimera hooves are 5 gold each, and the lion claws are 4 gold each. I don't know why, but that's what's written down.
And last but not least, T-Rex skin, because we have 12 pounds of it.
That's
I take
true,
it
you have
measures by
12.
pound.
Usually if it's like, oh, this is just how much it weighs, rather than like, oh, you have this, but it's worth the whole pounds of it. 12 pounds is worth 20 gold. Because again, this can only make leather armor.
All right. That's
It'll
fine.
look cool, but it won't have any special properties.
All right, that's everything. Everything in here's got a price on it now,
Yay!
other than the scale of fucking Bahamut.
And that's basically a K Jewelers commercial where it's priceless. All right, can exit out of the young purple worm sheet. I'm going to remove all
And
of
if you
us
know where that
from the
live,
page.
I have questions as well too.
What? For what? What?
So with those 4 young purple worm teeth, as shown with my backstory and art, Rex is proficient in making bone weapons. Would you say that's survival?
Do you have any tool proficiencies?
Herbalism kit.
That one won't help.
Banjo.
Yeah, that we all know that the instruments don't technically count as a tool; they're an instrument. But let me put you back on the wrong one.
But
Oh no,
I
it
wanted
is
to know,
nice.
I wanted to get a ballpark of, could I use survival to make up some of these purple worm weapons? Since my character has done so previously, as shown by his art, and I've referenced it before, that he uses bone stuff.
Yes, but you've used it to make like basic things,
Mm-hmm.
not enchanted +1. But I will say that you will be able to help because you are almost at the weapon city. And I will say that will greatly knock down your price and that'll do something else, but that'll happen when you're
Hang on, I think I was learning leather workers. Let me double check.
Yes, that will help you so much with bones.
It's napping in place and securing it with leather, so I would hope so.
No! You have to
Yes.
refine the bone to make it the shape that you're wanting it.
What
Yeah.
would you say it would be for live? Because it's certainly not Smith's tools.
Mhm.
If I pull up That's not that. That's what I'm looking for. Where are my tools? That's what I'm
Yeah,
looking
when you
for.
make bone weapons, it is napping it with another stone or sharp object
No, I
into
wanna hear what she
the
says.
sharp thing.
Hang on, I want to hear
Uh,
what she says. I'm really curious.
And yes, I do also have an update on the leather working front.
Mm-hmm.
Where are descriptions of them? I hate that they never have descriptions of them. I always forget that the player's handbook does not have descriptions. The closest I would probably say is Mason's tools.
But it's not stone. And masonry is about buildings, not equipment.
I mean,
If you want to work with bones, most likely it'd be jewelry. And since there's not really a jewelry thing in this game,
Jeweler's kit.
yeah,
oh,
there's
there
a
is a
jeweler's
jeweler's
kit.
kit?
Oh yeah,
There
absolutely.
you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like the little things up. Yeah.
I begrudge that you're right. And Liv, I had the leather working for dummies, the book I bought so I could get trained in leatherworking.
That's
I
right.
don't know. I don't know how long it's been since I left the party and how close I am to finishing that book. And
At this
because
point,
we've
I'll
got
say
enough
you
leather for me
finished
to
it.
do my practicals on now.
Your practicals. I'll say at that point you finished it. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna add leatherworker proficiency to my.
Yeah, you're
sheet
good. Okay, that moves you guys forward here. You started here, and then you had your nat 20, which brought you here, and now you have finished the worm, and you were here, which was Rex's roll. So now it's Sister's roll.
I've returned.
Oh, good, good, perfect timing. It's your roll.
And
Oh.
she ruled that it was gonna be jeweler's tools to make bone weapons.
Okay.
6. What's a 6? Nothing happens! Yay! Make it to the weapon city. Yay! I put you on the weapon city map. Autism creature.
Now of the carving stuff, none of the purple worm meat was edible, right?
There was no meat that was edible. No.
Test tried. Test tried and immediately failed.
Rex.
That was what
Rex
happened
was right
last
there with
Monday.
you, trying to cook it up and see if you could render out the venom.
No.
Yeah, but I
Give it to us raw,
pull you away
Wrigley.
from it and try the experiment.
It's just fucking Sam and Gollum over here with the rabbits.
Mhm.
Yes. Well, you are in the weapon city. Let me pull up my notes
I would like
for
to
the
go
weapon
look
city
for
the
a
NPCs.
weapon maker.
There are those. That's not who I'm looking for.
Behold, weapon maker.
I'll just write on Rex's back.
What?
I will
I'm
take
bringing
Rex to the
Sister.
one that I visited.
I follow him.
Aha!
I
Lena
think
the
we all go
Artificer. There we go. Lena the Artificer was in Henadel, wasn't she? Yes. I think so. Yes, because Henadel was where the Gynosphinx is. So yes, this is where Lena the Artificer is. So apparently I made NPCs and I wrote them down in Fulham, and I did not write them down in Henadel apart from the people involved with the Gynosphinx. So I'm just gonna say you went to Lena. Just from how I remember describing her and how I have certainly pictured her in my head, just this very small woman with just this shock of curly brown hair. Just very much the typical look of like frantic tinkerer, just working with the goggles over her eyes, different things like that. If you will remember Harka, you don't like her.
I remember.
She turns around. She's like, "Oh, you're back. Oh, there's another one."
Hello, I've been told that you are the artificer.
Close enough.
uh,
Yes. She holds out her hand. I'm Lena.
I shake. Pleasure to meet you, Lena. We have a bit of a challenge,
Uh-huh. You
commission
gave me a
for
really
you.
good one last time. I'm excited for whatever this is.
I I open up the pantry with Sister and pull out
Uh-huh.
purple worm teeth.
Ooh.
I was looking at these turned into some weaponry. As far as I can tell, they seem to be very high quality, very dense material.
Yes.
And I think it would do us well to try and see if we. I think they could rival metal, but
Oh, definitely. Wow. Can I touch?
sure. They are mostly cleaned, but wash your hands after you handle them.
I'm not worried about that. And you see, she has these thick gloves, thick work gloves on, but she picks them up and cradles them like they're glass and just kind of strokes over them and turns them over. Wow. Not a single imperfection on it. Where did you get them?
We fought one in the desert between here and.
And you lived. Of course you did.
Yes,
I should
and I
have
carved
known.
it.
Yes. With
we
what?
point
With what? With
at the
what?
fresh made dents in Marco's armor.
What'd you use?
Arco's waiting outside. He didn't go back into this fucking place.
How'd you carve
What I
it? What'd you
used to
use? Carve it. Yes.
I pull out my my trusty bone carving knife
Ooh.
and my bone cleaver.
Oh.
Between the two of these, they're well maintained. Between the two of them, you can get a good saw action on the flesh. And then, you know, if you place this knife, and I kind of like simulate it on their table, if you place this knife here, and you hold the bone cleaver has enough of a weight that if you drop your hand on the back end onto it, you give enough weight to pop out some of the harder things connected by a tendon. It makes it very good. I mean, in this case, you know, the curved blade of the second hook knife makes it easy for extracting teeth.
Very good for extracting teeth.
And he will continue to go on to the methodology of how he did it.
She's like drinking it up. Like, this is one of the best things that has ever happened to her. She was excited with the Gynosphinx stuff. This is better. This is even better for her. This is the actual material that you just killed and you just carved, and it's
And he will
wonderful.
also mention that he got the stinger off of it with venom gland
You
intact.
got the stinger.
I am quite proficient at harvesting.
For a job.
One more time?
Are you looking for a job?
I'm afraid I'm currently employed.
Fine.
Tess knocking an arrow slowly.
Yes.
But I was thinking, and party, what piercing weapons do you think we should make these into? I'm thinking, if nothing else, tridents. Great +1 thrown items. It's hard to beat a thrown D8 weapon. +1. I think at least one should go into making some arrows for Tess, especially since those arrows will lose their enchantment after you shoot them. Probably not putting all of them into those arrows.
I said spiked fists because I'm a creature.
Doom fist. Ooh.
Bakat.
Hey, Bugsy. No.
Imagine that. You and Harka each have one. Someone disarms Harka's like, haha, I just fucking punched him square in the face with purple worm teeth.
Even better if you coated in the venom down the road.
Adding injury to injury.
So, party. What are we thinking?
Marco's not there, so he has no opinion. Myself,
I asked this when we were around the worm as we were talking it up.
It's true. He did.
He also has absolutely no interest in piercing weapons.
Okay.
He's
so
a bludgeoning
make whatever the fuck you want.
Okay. Liv, is it still going to be a 1-for-1 on ammunition? So is 1-2 still going to be 1 arrow, or are we going to get more arrows off of that?
Yeah, it's still going to be one for one.
Okay. Sorry, Tess.
Yeah, it's fine.
If nobody else wants any, I'll give you more arrows, but I want at least 1 +1 trident. Because it's a convenient weapon
trident
to have.
Take 3 teeth?
Yeah.
I would think it would.
Yeah.
They are not the size of a normal blade. You break the teeth into.
It's got 3 points, though.
Yeah. Are there not 3 longsword-sized blades? They are smaller. So you take 1 tooth that would make 1 short sword, long sword, whatever size blade, and break it into 3 parts, and there's the tips of your trident.
Hold on.
It's like saying you have to mine out 3 things of ore to make a trident.
Hold on.
Just break it into smaller pieces.
I'm wanting to look specifically at other piercing weapons. Okay, so we have a dagger,
But you need 3
javelin,
pieces of
which would
iron
just
ingots
have
to
the
make a
tip.
pickaxe, Connor.
the spear, which would just really be the tip. Crossbows, darts, whatever,
Just
don't
the
really
tip.
matter. Just the tip. A lance,
My
which would just be the
balls
head.
deep.
The pike,
Also,
and
+1 dagger for Icarus was on my list because
then short sword and trident
hide.
and war pick.
short sword is not piercing.
It is.
It is.
Oh,
It is.
Yes.
A short sword is piercing.
Yes.
Think like a little gladius.
A
Big as
scimitar
Rickage.
is slashing.
Yeah.
A short sword is piercing. A scimitar is slashing.
Tess already has a +1 short sword. You're good.
can dual wield them. So, is that of interest?
It's
to
She's
anyone?
a ranger. She doesn't want to be dual wielding.
So do you want a?
sword?
Are you proficient with martial weapons?
I am. I'm a fighter.
Do you want a rapier?
Not really. If I'm in melee, things are going bad, and I need the bonus action for
Not
the things
very.
anyway.
Okay, that's fair.
The alternative is these are just going to be items that are sitting in a bag for most of the campaign.
Or
It
Or
goes from a
sell 'em.
D6 to a D8.
Sell them. I prefer having money because that's the best way for me to upgrade my bow. That's the only real piece.
My instinct is not to give up something you can make into a +1 when the amount of monsters we fight that has stuff that's just like, oh, you get a bunch of it, but it just becomes leather armor, and we can make up our gold there. And then buying it outright, a +1 thing is going to be at like,
Well,
300
we're
gold
gonna have
pieces.
to pay to make these items.
Yes.
Significantly decreased because I'm going to be helping out.
correct.
So it should be very. I'd imagine probably selling the T-Rex skin would cover most of it.
20 gold.
Yeah, like making
Yeah, because a
4
plus
weapons
one
at
is
most.
a +1 is uncommon. So
Yeah,
that's
I
a
don't
worry, I
D6
already have
times
weapons.
100.
Okay, maybe not just the T-Rex skin, but still very cheap.
Sis can take a dagger if you really want something made, because she doesn't
I mean-
have a melee weapon.
Okay, you're definitely getting something then.
Yeah, I'm already good. I have a magic melee weapon if I have to. I have a magic bow.
If you want my maul, you can use that.
I can't even. She's just gonna walk up to you, Harka. I imagine you were leaning on it outside of something. She's gonna grab it, and you're gonna see her struggle. She can't even get it over her head.
Servo's
Minus
screaming.
1 moment.
So
Worth
you
the
got
joke.
you got simple weapons, right, sister? That's it.
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone's got simple weapons.
Well, that's what I mean. Is like you don't have martial. Like you
Yep.
don't have any extra whatever.
Nope.
Do mages get, or wizards get
Yeah,
simple
don't even get-
weapons?
Everyone gets simple weapons.
No.
Everyone.
No,
Sorcerers and wizards get a
Selection.
simple weapons.
Ain't no way.
Yep. look it up.
straight up, look it up. It's kind of crazy.
Except
God.
he's like Blade Singer.
Yeah, you have to literally list out what weapons you're proficient with. It's ridiculous.
Oh, Liv,
Ha.
you don't know what my Connor next campaign character is.
Oh my! Imagine not knowing how to use a club, man. Right.
I wonder what the technique could be for this
That-
unfathomable device.
Hand
It's
Down.
swinging it
Oh.
correctly. Swinging it correctly.
We
Leverage.
both know those wizards don't have 2 limp wrists to swing the club right.
It's true.
Yeah, your wrists are
si-
a lot stronger than a wizard's wrist.
Sister, how do you feel about a spear? Versatile, 1d8, thrown, 2060.
Yeah, that works.
I think it's just
I
a
mean,
little better
that's
than
strength, isn't it?
the.
If
Oh,
it's-
you're right.
Not finesse.
Oh, well.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
true.
a difference between a -1 and a 0. So
Well,
You can
She's
give
not
her
gonna
the
be
worst
good at-
weapon ever
Yeah.
made, a rapier.
that is not the. What do you
that
mean?
is
That's
a
great weapon.
martial weapon.
Rapiers are awesome.
That is a
I
martial
have an
weapon.
unnatural hatred for rapiers. That's all.
Daggers.
Okay.
Daggers are always good.
Daggers it is.
Look,
Daggers it is. So we
it's-
got 1 dagger on the docket, 1 arrow on the docket, 1 trident on the docket. Who wants to claim the 4th tooth? And what do they sell for again, Shane?
50.
A tooth, 50G each.
Okay. And
I
each of
will-
those. Mm-hmm.
I will take a dagger just offhand in case I miss my first attack.
Nice.
Cool.
So
Okay.
2 daggers, a trident, and a +1 arrow. Yes.
I'll say since you're doing this at a batch, I'll just have you do it one price and it'll apply to all of them. So roll me a d6 times 50.
Okay, I will also remind you that arrows are half price because they are considered consumable like potions because they lose
Also,
enchantment if you shoot.
Very fair enough.
hold on. So we're getting one arrow out of this.
Why are we
This is-
bothering
You're
with the
making a
arrow?
trident.
They'll make +1 arrows. That's what they're arguing for.
Can that not be like, if he's making a trident, which has you splitting that motherfucker 3 ways, can he at
That's
least get
true.
like 10 arrows?
Yeah, sure, we'll do
Like,
10.
for fuck's sake, 10?
Yeah, we'll do 10.
God.
But you said a D6 times 50.
Times 50, yeah. Okay, so it is 300 apiece, and then 150. So 300 for each for the dagger, the trident, and the other dagger.
900 plus 150, 1050.
Thank you.
And then that gets brought down by me helping by.
No,
what?
that's already brought down. It's uncommon. It should have been times 100.
Okay. Now, knowing the price this is going to run us, who still wants their things?
How
I
much
sit
is
out.
it? 300 gold for all of it?
For
No, it's 1050 for everything.
Yeah.
1050.
1,050?
Yeah, they're 300 apiece, and the arrows are. I still think the arrows are worth it at 150. I think 10 arrows for 150, 15 apiece. Is
I
well
agree with
worth
Now
that,
I will
actually.
say,
Let's
let me
get the
reiterate.
arrows. Okay, go ahead.
Let me reiterate
Let's get-
something. If you come back later and are trying to do different things, like if you say, oh, I just want to do the arrows right now, and maybe like I'll do the arrows and a dagger, but you come back later, I would have you roll again. The only reason this is the same price for everything is because you're doing it all at once. So rather than say, oh,
okay.
it'll be this much for the dagger, this much for the arrows, I mean, it's not going to get more expensive. He rolled a 6.
it. Fucking yeah.
I'm
How
just saying.
about we just do the arrows for now, and then how long do you guys want to stay here? In this-
However long it takes to get it done.
Where's the
It shouldn't take forever.
world map?
It
Please,
shouldn't.
world map.
I know what you mean.
Or,
I know.
map.
That's why I
Yeah,
said
yeah.
I know what you mean.
All right, Rex. Sister's slapping a map down in front of you. Where's our quarry?
You have a
With,
quarry?
The burn city that I'm taking us to.
It's
You
in
mentioned
the
it, like,
general
about it.
this way vicinity, like kind of
Okay.
right
Yeah.
about here on the midway point
Dude.
between these 3.
2 to 3 days out from here, mostly westward.
Where are
I love
you
how
guys
I
going?
love how the little artifice is like, you have a quarry, and we just ignore it.
Sorry, confidential turns. Jesus, the fucking cost of this shit. You know what?
We're going on an adventure.
You know what this cost me? I hold up the cleaver, the sweat on my brow, and the.
Hold on, Rex. Don't be a menace.
You know what that is, though? It's beautiful. It's not magical.
I wasn't talking to you.
Weren't you holding it up and showing it to me?
Talking to my friend.
Look,
Alamoon, if you can smite, now's the time.
Miss Artificer,
Yes.
how long would it take you to make the arrows?
Not very long at all. I should be able to have them done by first thing tomorrow.
Okay. So what we can do, we can forget about the rest for now. Have the arrows made for Tess, so we'll have them when we're off doing our stuff. And then when we come back, if we still want these made, then we can do it then. But it's not exactly pressing. We have equipment already.
And as you know, I'll still be here.
Mm-hmm. How does that
You've got
sound, everyone?
You've got an interesting energy about you.
I get that
I'll
a
stay here to-
lot.
I'll stay here to help with the forging for fucking wallet's sake. And I'll meet back up with y'all in the morning, I guess, and bring the arrows with me.
Rex.
Yeah.
Before you start on that, did you want to see about getting your since we're in the weapon city, about getting a dragonbone scimitar or something? With
My
the
people
extra pieces?
dilate immediately. You're right.
I can do that too.
for 300 gold.
Well, this would be different. What is the
What-
rarity on
what
your
would this
scimitar again,
run?
Nasir?
I think it was a plus
Plus
one.
one, so
Is it
uncommon.
it's uncommon?
Yeah.
Let me double check.
I mean, plus one's
yes,
uncommon.
Yeah, it's uncommon. I didn't
Yeah.
remember if it was different because it's the dragon bone or whatever. I just wanted to
Well,
check.
I mean, you know, there are dragon weapons.
Roll me a d6. Are you gonna help with the dragon bone scimitar?
Yes.
Times 50.
This more than anything because he wants it to be his specific way.
Since I already know how to do that one, I've worked with that before. That one will be 100.
Why is she breathing
can
so
do that.
hard?
I'll stay here and do that with
Wait,
you.
eyes
And
dilated.
I would
What's
do
that
the
smell?
breathing into the microphone, but that didn't work last week.
What's that smell?
Oh god! She kind of starts patting the back of her head where some of her hair is caught on fire.
Oh,
It's
By
okay,
the
I put it
way,
out. We're
Liv.
good. It's all fine. Little singed.
by the way, Liv, there is a special weapon you can make from. This weapon is decorated with dragon heads, claws, wings, scales, or draconic letters. Never mind. This weapon is from the Fizbins.
horde.
It's enchanted by being in a horde.
In a horde, yeah. That's the
Never
whole
mind.
point of it, is it's in the horde.
Never mind. It absorbs the energy of the dragon's breath weapon and deals type.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
I mean, it does have an uncommon step.
Because it's been in the horde for like a month.
Well, it's based on the age of the dragon.
More or less.
So, I mean, if you could see me doing the face, I'm dropping that fucking Shrek.
See, I just see the one that Shane always posts.
Yes, it's that one. Wait, no, not that one.
No, the other one. The
So no chance I can make a dragon breath weapon?
yes.
Not even with the dragon blood is...
Yes, because it's about the
I'll be right
horde.
back.
I take this as what you were going for, Connor.
Yes.
It's
Exactly
about
that.
the horde.
This is the one I used.
And where does the horde get its magic?
From the dragon actually living in it. It's about the same.
Okay.
It's the same thing of how with dragons there are lair effects and then there are regional effects. Being inside of the area that is affected by the regional effects that also die when the dragon does, being steeped in that magic that has sunken into the land, that's what is making it enchanted by being in the horde.
Yeah, it's basically the powerful essence of a dragon that it's
Yeah.
just marinating in for like years and years.
Yeah, it's the natural aura of the dragon's magic, radiating magic onto its stuff.
And also seeping in, for me, it's also seeping into and connecting with the natural magic of the earth.
Oh, very druidic. Look,
Yo.
I would be remiss not to try and see if I could talk you into it.
I know. You can't.
Okay.
You're talking
I'll
to
just-
the mule of the DM here.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'll just stick with making the dragon bone scimitar, which is just gonna be a +1, right?
Yes.
I don't want to. I was gonna scrape the silver off my old one, but it is of sentimental value to him, so he's just gonna silver this one again.
That's the main difference between the purple worm tooth and the dragon bone is the dragon bone can be made into any melee weapon, and the tooth has to be piercing.
Let me double check that a scimitar is what I want, because I also have a weird
Because I'm pretty sure
list of proficiencies. I think scimitar is the highest martial weapon that I can get.
probably.
Sickle,
That's
sling,
what I
spear,
remember from
mace,
being a
what is
druid,
that?
yeah.
Javelin, dart, dagger, club. Yeah, it's just a scimitar is the only.
Yeah. That's because I've used scimitars as a druid before for that exact reason. Because
Yep.
it was the biggest deeps.
Okay. So
Dragon
I
bone weapon,
will-
any melee weapon except for whips and flails from the bones. Yeah.
which you could easily weave some fucking bones into a whip. So I know
And
that seems a little
the
bullshit.
thing of it says that it's any melee weapon except for whips and flails.
Again, I think you could make them work, but I see
Yeah.
what it says. Okay, I'll stay and make the arrows for 150 and the scimitar for 100 for a total of 250. Tess, you want to pony up the 150 for your arrows?
Pyro.
I'm taking the 100 off mine now.
Hey, Pyro here.
I'm back. Why is there a shark on the screen?
Okay.
I'm asking if you want to go ahead and pony up that 150 so I can make you your special arrows for when you really need to hit.
Sure.
Shrek.
You 150.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you'll get 10
150.
plus 1 arrows.
Okay, I can do that. Let's see here. Yeah, go ahead and take it.
Cool. And Liv, can I get a little bit of a role play embellish on this?
What would you like?
On the arrows, I'd like to carve in the image of a snapdragon, and I'd like to get little red dye paints and paint
Sure.
on the image of a snapdragon coiling up the shaft.
Sure.
Dragon. Baby dragon.
Yeah.
I mean, there are 10 of these.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so 10 plus 1 arrows. I'm going to set those on like a little separate bar for ammo.
Good call.
Cool.
Never hurts.
And one last mention. When you fire them, they are normal arrows, but you can still recover them as normal.
Okay, I'm good because I have another bar for expended arrows per combat.
Yeah.
I have
So-
81 normal arrows as of today, and 10 plus ones now.
So
And so
when
they'll count as-
you recover them, they'll just be normal.
All right, I'll make sure to add that back to expend. Make sure that
Which
expended.
works well with your chart. You just pick up the same one again.
Yep.
Yep.
And I will, as the party's getting their stuff. She doesn't have anything magic for sale, right? Any magic
Depends on what
weapons?
you're looking for.
If she doesn't have anything like pre-generated offhand, then don't worry about it.
Not that the DM had already come up with.
Okay. Is there any kind of shop in town that a druid would be able to benefit from in the like?
Not that the DM had already pre-generated. I usually listen. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I usually don't pre-generate like these are the types of shops that are. I'll do like okay, there's a general store, but I don't have like this is the exact inventory for the general store.
Sometimes I'll make a city and I'll be like, I've got this character that I know I want to be there, and I want them to have. I'll generate a regular shop, and they've got this item. They've got.
I usually do not do that.
I don't do it all the time, so I don't
Half
blame
the
you, but-
time, the NPCs are
I'll
happening
say-
as they're happening. Lena is only established because they've met her before.
I'll say that since I am spending most of my time working on this, I'm not going to make us stay later in town so I can peruse a magic shop.
Fair enough. sure your
Survival
party appreciates that.
supplies we should be good on because I can good berry at the very least. Is there anything that I might be forgetting, DM, that I should get in preparation for going to explore this town? Is there anything obvious Connor is forgetting that you, the DM, are waiting for me to say?
Bro, if there is, I don't know.
Okay, that's all.
Fair enough. I'll listen. I'll say if there's something that like I have a moment later where I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to tell you about this, then I'll hand wave it.
Cool.
Because if I forgot, you know,
gotcha.
what are you gonna do? I forgot. So, oof.
I actually did just think of a thing, but it's not for
Okay.
the adventuring care.
Oh, it's not for the event.
What's it going to be to get me a book like the leatherworking one, but for jeweler's kit? Because I would like proficiency in making bone weapons, and
Do
if
you
that's the direction
remember
it's going,
how much the leatherworkers one was?
I think it was like at least 150 or something. Like it was. I know it was expensive because I think you also rolled like. So there's training
right.
rules.
Fuck
I
it.
think you
Let's
rolled
say
in some of the
150.
materials.
Let's say 150.
I'd like to pick up
It's. I feel like if you
jeweler's
remember it
tools for
being
dummy.
that sounds about right. So we'll do that again. I probably would price most of them at about the same anyway.
Jeweler's tools for dummies.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
Add it to my
taught myself how to
inventory,
make jewelry.
and if we ever get any downtime,
Yeah. All right. I would say you spend because it's like mid morning when you guys get here, so I'd say you spend until like dinner time working with Lena to finish the scimitar and the 10 arrows.
Okay.
My brain was like, the 2 items, and said the 2 arrows. And I said no.
I will druid craft a little snapdragon bushel around it once they're bound up.
Cute.
I know, knowing full well, Tessa just gonna go, oh, cool, and bust it apart immediately.
Listen, it's like
Goes up,
kids on
"What?
Christmas morning. They be tearing through the
What?
wrapping paper, but it's still joyful to wrap it.
What do you mean
Exactly.
joyful? Fuck that.
You don't
There
like
are
wrapping?
people who enjoy it.
Enjoy rap? No.
Yes, there are. They exist.
No.
You
No.
would think they're. You would not think so, but they exist.
Animals. Less than human. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Liv.
The same people who like folding laundry.
Ugh.
I folded laundry my whole ass life. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, there are people who like doing it.
Look, stare
Anyway.
at that. Stare at that camera.
What does
Stare
the
at
rest of the
no.
party do?
You look at that camera, woman.
What does this masculine party do?
Oh, you look at the camera when you're sitting here looking at the audience going, do you believe this shit? You don't look at the camera when you're going, nope, don't look at me. Don't look at me
No.
and my guilty face. What is the
I
rest
have
of
a
the party
question.
doing there today? Yes.
For Rex, would he have bought that book now or mentioned about buying that book?
I'd imagine on the road between when we got him, we were like musing about what artisans would be most useful and mentioning jewelers. I think he would kind of mention his interest there, talk about the leatherworking tools that he finished up in his time away, and talk about wanting to get it elsewhere. But pick up another book for jewelers tools. Oh god, that pearl. Speaking of jewels, we can't forget to sell that shit.
Then Icarus would like to go look for 2 books like that. One
Okay.
that jeweler's tools, and another one for alchemists. Like learning how to do alchemy.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that those books are gonna run 150 a piece, because that's what I quoted Rex.
Yeah.
So I will just keep it consistent. Why did my brain try to get me to say farity?
Fair quality.
Fair.
No, my brain was like trying to say for farity's sake.
Mm-hmm.
And
Fairness
I
and
don't.
equality's sake, yes.
Yeah, thank you. There it is. I don't know where the itty came from. Oh, God. My brain is not working today. I don't know what it is.
Then I will buy both of those. One for me so I can start learning how to make potions. With the idea of curing my wife or at least helping her, and then the other one for Rex.
Oh.
He will insist on paying for himself, but if you continue, he'll let you.
You don't get a choice.
So Rex has it in his hand. You just come over and drop let me hold that for you, and then go and buy it.
My favorite tactic.
Like idiot.
Swiper, no swiping. Wait,
let's
you're
see about
paying
this.
for it?
What book am I holding? When I get to the counter, what am I holding?
You're holding a book on just like different types of lizards and insects, just entomology.
Eyebrow raise. And turn back to you. I don't mean to accuse.
Yes.
Did you swap my book? Because I swore I had Volume 2 of Crafting for Dummies, Jeweler's Tools.
Whatever do you mean? As I am quickly shoving it into a gift wrapped bag.
I don't know, as I see nothing.
Tess is standing under our balls.
Get this
So I am
damn
going
wisdom
to
caster
later
curse
correct you.
off
I'm going
me.
to correct you on the volumes in a minute, but I'm working on that.
I guess I just misplaced it. You'll apologize to the person at the front. I did also want to get a book for sister.
Okay.
Does she already have a cookbook?
Yes.
Okay.
She's
keep-
got Cuisines of Calagios.
That's right.
That's not
I
the
did make a
continent
name
we're
for
on,
it.
though.
No, it's not. She doesn't have one for this place
Can I get
specifically.
a
Oh,
cookbook,
God.
cookbook for Niastron?
Yes, and I just thought of the name of it. And I'm so sorry.
What?
It's called Noshing in Niastrand.
Yeah.
Oh! Alright, hold on. While y'all stew over that, I'm gonna take a quick break. My dad just texted me that we have fresh Tiff's Treats cookies downstairs, and I gotta get that shit while it's hot. So we will be right back. There's no pause button anymore.
There isn't?
My pause button is gone.
Neat.
Now it just says stop recording. Do I have to do it in settings? Nope, doesn't do anything in settings. Well, y'all are just gonna hear I'll just mute my mic and then that'll be fine. I'll mute my mic on the recording. Discord be damned.
But yeah, I was also gonna get you another book in a second, Shane.
Hmm?
I was gonna get you like a. Sister strikes me as a reader. He was gonna get like a historical fiction, like
She lived in a library for 6 years
Yeah.
straight.
picking up a couple of the books of, here's a little historical fiction thing. Here's a cookbook. Norman, have I seen Harka read?
No.
I'm not gonna ask about Tess. I know. Okay. I will get a shiny. I'm gonna get you a book. I'm gonna get a shiny pencil eraser app for Tess. And I don't know what I could get for Harka in a bookstore.
Playboy.
We'll see if they. We'll see if they have it.
Self-help book.
As if you could read. Oh wait, no, you're talking about Harka. He didn't like when I tried to help him before anytime. Anyway, so
I'm smarter than you. What do you mean I can't read?
What's your intelligence?
Higher than
Almost-
yours.
It's my main stat, dude. It's
Oh, and you act
or,
like
no,
this?
It's his
my-
secondary stat. He's a fighter, arcane archer. It's
it
like
was
if he's a
because
side warrior, it's his secondary stat.
I'm insane, not retarded.
Okay. So you've got all the brain to do things, but your wisdom is so new.
I'm just crazy. You remember when I was
I'd be a rat.
remember when I was reassembled from the atomic level by
No.
by an archfey?
No.
I was.
Okay. When Liv comes back, I'm gonna say buy all those things.
You remember, you know how sometimes Tess's moments of clarity. There you go.
Yeah, it's when the eyes lock up
Yeah,
together.
yeah. Like,
Oh,
oh,
God.
by the way, that E equals MC squared.
Random test noises. Suddenly quiet.
Alright,
It's
I have
like the
returned
duck
with
from
cookies.
Big Mouth. Run, running. I was running. It's
I have
Tess.
acquired cookies.
How dare you make me laugh with the big mouth reference?
It's the only funny thing out of it is that damn dog.
How dare you?
That's like
Liv, the
if
other
any
things
of
I wanted to
us
buy.
made Connor laugh with the Q Force reference. The other things you wanted to buy.
I wanted to buy, so I bought Noshing on Niastrand, buying a little historical fiction book, like one or two other things for a sister. Little
When you say
pencil
historical fiction, are you talking like the American Girl books type historical fiction, or
No, like period books, like a Bridgerton, but not necessarily romance.
Okay. So like Jane Austen.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Written in the period and
Yeah,
of the period.
written.
Got it.
Yes, that. Couple of those, Noshing and Niastrand, and get a shiny little pencil topper for Tess. You can pick whatever the picture is of it that it's made of, what they've carved out of there.
Cute.
And as I said while you were away, I have no idea what the fuck I would get Hark at a bookstore because he said I've never seen him read. And what's that gonna run me? May I suggest 1 copper for the penny thing? The eraser cap,
Oh,
because I
yeah,
have 1
for
copper.
the little eraser cap is a copper. Yes, I was mainly the first thing I was thinking of was the books.
Mainly, I just want to get rid of that damn copper.
Were we gonna sell a pearl, or was there something we could do with that?
Mainly
I didn't
just
have anything
sell.
listed, but it's mainly for sale.
Okay.
The books. I'll say the little bodice rippers are 5 gold apiece.
Oh my.
And the cookbook is 10.
Okay, so I'll cross off 20.
Yeah, that's why I said 5 gold apiece. I was like, I don't know if you're buying like 3 or 4 or just 2.
Yeah. He'll get that stack of books and look at Icarus. I'm assuming you got everything you wanted.
Yep.
Cool. And I will give him I will. Since I'm heading away, I'm thinking of us going different directions when we split from here. I'm gonna head back to Lena's.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give him the books for sister. That are twined up. Let him know that they're for her. And then I just kind of wait for him to reveal the ruse about the leatherworker's book.
Mm. You mean the jewelry book?
Oh yeah, the jeweler's book. Unless
Let's
he's just
see
gonna
if
read
I actually have to.
it.
It appears in your belongings.
Oh, I need to add that 150 back. The cost of the book, since he bought it. Weird. She gave me a book for free. I should go give this back. I glare back.
You just hear whistling. There's no receipt with the book.
My God, he's thought of everything.
There's no longer a book in your hand. It's just test. I don't know how I got here.
He's added a sticker not valid for return on it. My God.
He's thought of everything.
What would it be?
And then I
Deception?
go make the stuff.
Yeah, that'll be funny. Mm-hmm.
Clocked but unable to do anything about it.
Correct.
We'll play.
I head
And then
back
I go
to the
make
party.
Also, there you go. There is all 17 of the...
My God, you really... I made that offhandedly and you said, you know what?
I said no, but...
So, funnily enough, I have two consecutive things. I have volume 9 and 10. And I already have herbalism. Guess the next on my list is glass blowing, guys.
So, herbalism, that's how you know about the For Dummies guides. There was a For Dummies guides in your library.
My library?
You had, like, some
Sister's
stuff,
library.
didn't you? Somebody's library that you read.
I learned herbalism because I was a fucking wild man. I learned it through trial and error.
The Skyrim way.
The Skyrim. Jesus.
The refinement of it was after talking with sister about it down the line in our relationship, going, please don't eat random things.
And she said, here's this book.
And then he got to look at other people's. Oh yeah, I saw that. Oh, I've been doing that wrong.
Oh no. Is that why I have... This is how Rex finds out he has, like, the herbalism equivalent of celiac disease. I'm just allergic to cilantro. It's not supposed to taste like that.
So, I go do that.
All right. Is there anything else you all would like to do before you spend the night in the Weapon City?
No, I just hand the gifts from Rex to sister, and then I'm good.
You do mention that Rex got these for you, right? You don't
Yes,
say, here's your book.
I will mention that they are from Rex.
It'll be the ultimate boy. Here, I bought you this book. Awesome, taking credit for your thing.
I'm just gonna make a regular note. So I realized with establishing something, I now have to establish it everywhere.
I put it in my notes too.
The cookbook. Oh, the
Oh,
volumes?
the crafting for
That's
dummies.
not what I was
Yep.
talking about, but yes. Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, does anything happen in the night?
No. You have a nice night's sleep.
In the morning. In the morning.
Don't forget to do your spells. Again.
I keep my shit prep. I got preparation on my shit. I got incantations on my shit.
Over here, struggle.
I'm chanting on my shit. I'm over here chanting on my shit.
Oh,
Shadow, where's
God,
the money?
go again. So it's the next day. Yay! Autism creature. Okay, so you would like to move forward. Sister was the last person to roll. You have all of your shit. Is there anything you would like to do before Tess rolls for the day?
I mean, give everybody their shit, but that's it.
Valid. Would you all like to react to Rex giving you your shit?
Well, it's just Tess is the only one who things I made. And we decided we weren't selling the stuff in town at the moment. I'm assuming.
That's up to you. God damn
I'm
these
kind of
fucking
down to sell some of the stuff to get some more pocket change.
Yeah. The pearl for sure. I mean, we could sell the pearl to afford to extract the stinger venom, and then whoever we have do the stinger pays us the difference of the pearl. You know, like takes that out of what we pay in case we get someone who's like, man, I don't keep 2,000 gold pieces on me or 5,000 gold. You know.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point.
So it might be valuable.
Man, I can't break 100. I got ones in here.
So that's my only thought. It would take a skilled alchemist. Do we think Hinadel has that, DM?
Is that the consumables town?
You mean
Especially in the
Hinadel where
ocean.
you're at right now?
Yes.
Let me see. Let me look at my little blurb.
I don't think making poisons is too
Weaponsmithing, mining, and engineering.
Where's the party token?
It's over Hinadel. It's just got a gray border.
Fulham is crafting medicine and armor smithing, so that might have some.
Wait.
Tamaraska has the alchemists.
Okay, we'll do it when we go back there then. I imagine we should probably hold on to the pearl till then. Now, Liv, if one of these random encounters has some creature steal this pearl, I want you to know we're not giving up.
I wasn't planning on it.
I just put it out there. If sorry, not to be racist, Tess, but if a kobold comes out and tries to steal that thing, their clan's getting exterminated.
Jesus Christ.
Exterminatus.
Only if they're the wrong color.
Oh my God.
Said I raise your racism one step higher. Even deeper seated racism.
Wow, kobold on kobold crime. You hate to see it.
Despite making...
Look, I'm just the superior color of kobolds.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ice is just a better element. Come on. What did you think I meant?
Anyway.
Next. I'm awful. D20. Here you go, 15.
Okay, 15. Let's see what a 15 is.
15 be upon you.
15! Nothing happens.
Thanks. I racism away every other encounter.
Chris. Roll me a d20, please. 19. Ooh. That is a different table that we haven't had yet today. Roll me a d6.
So Charlie is doing some research. Did we sell anything in the pantry for me to get rid of, or?
No. I suggested we keep the pearl and the stinger until we get to Kamarosca, where we can refine it and use the pearl as kind of part of our paying for the extraction.
Mm.
And I didn't want to run into somebody saying we don't carry that much money in our store, sir, and have to lowball the pearl.
Let's see.
Okay. With a 5 on the 19. As you guys are walking along, you see on the side of a trail what looks like a small little shrine that's been set up. It looks like it has some food on there, like some fresh rations that look like they've been placed there fairly recently, some fruits and nuts, different things like that. There's some water skins and a few small little trinkets. And then there is like a small sign near the altar as well, the little shrine.
What language is it in?
Common.
Okay. What does it say?
It says, Mistra blesses travelers. Sorry, choked on my words. Mistra blesses travelers and asks you to return the favor. Take what you need, leave what you can.
Can I make a religion check? Isn't Mistra not the god of travelers? Isn't there already a god of travelers?
You can, yeah.
I'm
18.
correct in assuming that, right?
You are correct in assuming that, but I will remind you, this is Mistra's continent. So
that is
it's less about this is
all
the god of
gods this
travelers
this-
and more of, hey, we really like this is, it's honestly, it's the equivalent of somebody being like, Gritty supports gay rights.
Okay.
I don't have a better equivalent for it, but it's the equivalent of like something like that where it's like she's not just, she's also kind of a mascot almost in some ways, where they just kind of use her name being like, hey, we set up this shrine to Mistra to help out travel, and it has like rations and fresh food, you know, take what you need, leave what you can, like a community library. Words.
Sister.
Who's stuck in the well singing?
I
Timmy!
didn't do that.
Timmy, no!
Sister, Tess walks up to you and go, are all gods like this? Did they have this Ponzi scheme where they just put out things for are they all this poor? Do they need help?
Oh my god.
Here we
Should
go
I-
again. Fuck you.
It's such a good idea! I should start living on shrines for me!
No.
So what remind me what's on the shrine? Did you describe like some
It's
gemstones?
No.
No,
Like
this
little
isn't
trinkets.
Skyrim. It's just food.
There's
Oh.
food and like little trinkets, like maybe a kid left like a little wooden doll or something there. Like things you would roll on the trinket table.
Mm.
And then rations, fruits and nuts, water skins.
You all will see Rex looking at his original silver scimitar, and contemplative in thought.
No,
Hmm.
no, don't leave that behind.
I didn't plan on it.
Good. Let's just move on.
I kind of go back to thinking. Doesn't feel right. I want to leave something. So I carved 9 goat horns into the cups. The shape, like I carved them to like clean and whatnot. So 5 of them became cups. So I have 4 left over. How hard would it be to make these little like goat horn water skins? I mean, it'd just be stretching something over the tip, the like brown part. There's already the
Like-
cup prepared.
It wouldn't be terribly hard. I would say you wouldn't have to make a check. You just have to kind of like sit there for a little bit just to make sure it's sturdy and holds water. And you would probably want to put water in it, so it might honestly be easier to leave your water skin and use that to make a new one for yourself.
Did I prepare, create, and destroy water? No, I did not. I will pitch the idea to sister.
Mhm.
You know, I was thinking of taking these extra goat horns I've been carrying around. They're not going to be worth much of anything in town, but they got excess leather. I thought making some water skins for folks. Do you have the ability to make any water today?
Um, I don't normally prepare that while we're walking around. No.
Mm. I don't. I don't know. We're getting close to the site, and I hate the idea of. I'm just unnerved the idea of somebody running away from this sort of thing. Thirsty, perhaps stumbling upon a place where we've left something for them. It's just a thought. We don't have to spend time on it if we're in a rush, but city is not getting any more burned.
Sister will smile, take her water skin that she's never used for a good reason out, and put it in the donation box. I was looking through my inventory. I was like, "Why the fuck does sister have a water skin?"
Because she's nice.
And she'll just put that in. And she'll also put a healer's kit in.
Aw.
Oh, cool. I'll give you my healer's kit.
Marcus found a tree to lean against and he's sipping his coffee.
Don't bother crossing off your healer's kit, Shane.
She'll put it in, and then you'll be like, "Oh, here," and she'll be like, "Oh, thanks," and just put it right back in the same spot. Well, maybe that'll help them out.
Still not sure what to do with these damn 4 remaining goat horns. I mean, if y'all, if we got a minute, making them little. Actually, y'all mind if we take a little short rest? And I'd like to throw these into something. Basically, making gunpowder horns, but just empty horn containers for whatever we run into. Looting a monster, coming across something. You never know when you want to have a good container and stuff.
Are you like those little like powder horns that people used to wear on their hips?
That's what I'm making, just without porter in it.
Yeah, easy.
Powder in it.
Yeah, empty powder horn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I've got leftover leather and stuff from the cups. So should I just turn these into 4?
Yeah, the leather would just be
horns?
Yeah, because they're. I think horns are the ones that are hollow in the middle.
Well, these ones, if they aren't, I've hollowed them out.
Yeah, okay.
Like these are.
Yeah,
these are the ones I had prepared as cups.
If I remember correctly, antlers are solid through and through, and horns are hollow, even when they're on the animal, if I recall. Because that's how my brain works. But it's a matter of minutes to make the leather straps. So I would say, all in all, it takes you about an hour to make all 4.
I actually still have spools of leather. So yeah, okay. Yeah. I'll take a little short rest, make them up, ask if anybody wants an empty powder keg in case they come across anything neat while we're exploring.
It is not a keg. Much smaller.
Powder horn. Does anybody want an empty powder horn? I'm going to give one to Icarus. You get around and examine stuff. If you find something neat, some sort of water, flowing, whatever, you have a container now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Here you go, sister. Same sort of thing. Tess, you get yourself into troubles. Harka, you want one?
Nah, I'm good.
Then it's staying with me.
What?
You have an empty powder horn, Pyro.
Oh, thank you. I was sleeping. On your back, it has a nice hump. I could just
hump.
That's
empty powder horn.
We leave the water skin, the healer kit, spend a little time resting.
Wait, what the fuck's a powder horn? Bomb?
Just a vessel for liquid. If you find something funny, you can
try
fill
and
it
find
up in
like
there.
a picture of it.
I would say also these have some failed attempts at carving the cups. So you also have some cuts, and one of you is like definitely like he almost had the cup ready and then like fucked it up, and then he's had to like repatch it. Yeah.
Tried your
I
best.
see.
Behavior like that, it's you'll see them a lot at Ren fairs and Viking cosplay shit. People usually hang them off of their belts. They'll carry water, drink, powder, like gunpowder, different things like that. So
Gunpowder at the Ren Fair. Okay.
no, not at the Ren fair, but traditionally that was one of the things that they were used
Yes.
for.
Yes.
No, Ren fair, you have to
Oh.
keep your shit peace tied.
Hmm.
At least mine does.
Anyway, that's all.
All right. That was Icarus's roll. So, Harka, we're back to you. Roll me a d20. 8.
8.
What's an 8? Let's scroll back up. Nothing happens! Yay! So I'm actually going to... Hold on. Alt. Now! Yay! I think I want it to stay where I put it. Okay. Give me one moment. Hmm. Let's try that one. So as you are coming up on this day, Rex, you see in the distance and start leading your party towards the burned. Listen, it was hard enough to find a picture of a burned village rather than just like dilapidated ruins. So there are not actually still fires burning. This was just the best I could find that was not AI.
I'm also fixing my spells at the moment, so
yeah.
one second.
Liv, you want to cringe?
Sure.
I have a friend in a different server who is in a D&D group.
Oh.
And every last one of their profile pictures are
Is
AI
AI.
generated.
God damn
Or their
it.
character pictures.
God damn it. I hate that shit. Okay.
I showed a couple to Shane, and they're not that good.
Oh, God.
They didn't even try.
Jeez.
One of them's got 6 fingers. One of them's got 4.
I mean, unless you're playing Count Rugen, like... Nobody? Okay. Well, you come across the burned ruins, of the little settlement. I need to stop calling it a town or a village because it's that small. Of the little settlement. All of the fires are completely put out. There are no fires that are active. It's just ash and ruins. What would
is
you
the
all
place?
like to do?
Pacific Palisades?
God damn, Norvin. If this were anybody else in the chat, I would be just absolutely devastated. But you actually fucking live there.
What is this? Pacific Palisades?
Jesus Christ, Connor, shut the fuck up. So you're in not fantasy California. What would you all like to do?
Up on the ridge, I gesture out to it. This is pretty common sight. There's a few other very small settlements like this. This was the nearest one.
All right.
Well, the nearest one I knew of.
Sis, anything magical that you can see?
Boink, flip on the lens.
You would see, I think similar to what Rex saw, where there was, pardon me if I don't remember it exactly, nothing stronger than like a cantrip and nothing lingering. So it's like maybe there was a firebolt cast to ignite one of the fires, but there's nothing like that you see that is lingering.
And there's nothing supernatural I can determine. There's no extraplanar influence of these fires.
No, you checked
it
that
seems
before.
to be mundane flames.
Yep.
It just has curious remains that I think could use for some investigating.
This is weird as shit.
Yes, and I will show them like it kind of like counts with his finger over the houses. Shows them one that like has valuables still inside, no bodies.
It doesn't, and it doesn't look like the only rifling through is it's basically like you pull out a drawer and things are still there and they don't even look like they've been rifled through. Other than, Rex would maybe show like, they'd be like, well, that looks out of place. And Rex is like, yeah, I picked this up to look at it and then put it back. The things that Rex can very easily identify as things he messed with. But otherwise, valuables are untouched. There are no corpses, no body parts or remains of any kind, and no signs of life.
None.
Yes. We know what you're thinking.
We know.
Say what you want to say.
Say what you need to say.
I would like to roll for money.
What are you trying to do? Are you trying to just...
I would like.
He's a lootin'.
Are you
Look,
trying to grab
this isn't,
stuff?
funnily enough, this isn't California anymore. This is now Louisiana. I'm
Jesus Christ. Good
Uh,
God.
Do we see Tess going to start looting the valuables?
Tess, are you aware enough that your party is not going to want you to do
see-
this and trying to be sneaky?
I see no reason that there are no bodies, there are no owners, therefore
You're not
it's
trying
free
to be
shit on the
sneaky.
ground. No,
Then I would say
there's free shit on the ground.
then I would say everybody notices. Well, so let me clarify. It's not on the ground. It's still
It's in their houses.
It's in their houses
literally
where
looting.
people left. Yeah,
Yes.
you would be going into
Tess is
someone's house, opening up their jewelry box and taking jewelry out.
Yes.
Okay.
I will
Yeah,
follow
everyone
her.
sees
Tess
it.
sees no reason that that it has to be left there for other bandits.
Rich will
Everyone
follow
sees
you in. What you doing?
Taking free stuff.
Do you think that's right?
Doesn't belong to anyone.
They could still be alive.
She just leans back in a very disbelieving tone.
I don't think you believe
These
what you
people-
are saying.
These people went through some great tragedy.
Uh-huh.
I'm asking you, do you think it's
Okay,
right
let
that
me-
in the
let me
chance that any
phrase this-
live, that you
Okay.
take
Okay.
what's left?
Let me pose this question to you. In the last week, what have we fought in 24-hour periods of just walking around?
Gods, monsters, you know the roster.
You think? I hate to point it out that if they did get away from the Inferno and they didn't get to the city we just went to, which I think is closer to the one we
Close,
came
yep.
from, and that we didn't hear anything from there. They either maybe a couple of them got to the next city, or they're puddled nearby, and we would have probably seen something.
I'm not going to stop you.
I don't see anything morally wrong with this, even by y'all's metrics. She's already wearing like she looks like a pimp.
Do you think it's right to profit off of people's misfortune?
If I need the money,
Do you?
yes,
What do you need it for?
my bile.
So to hoard.
Yes,
And that's a need, not a want?
yes.
So if I take away your hoard,
You'll die.
you'll die. Is the need, right?
Parker's enjoying watching this.
Listening to it.
You don't
I'm
know. You
enjoying
don't know a lot
this.
about dragons. You don't know a lot about dragons, do you?
I know enough. I know it's common to acquire wealth. I know that's not
You-
too different from some humans.
Do-
But I know there's a right and a wrong way to acquire money. And this, as he gestures around to the collapsing building, strikes me as staunchly in the wrong.
A dragon's hoard is what they deem it is. They have their own tastes. I like my shiny things.
Mm-hmm.
No one is defending this. It's mine.
So if nobody can stop you, it's right to take it.
Yeah. I mean,
Insight check.
eh,
Says really believe it's more that it's okay to steal.
she doesn't view this as stealing. Let me see.
Well, that's not what he asked. He asked if there's nobody to stop you, it's okay to take it.
Hmm. I phrased that wrong. Hmm. Hmm. It's complicated. I don't think a non-dragon would understand.
Damn.
Hey, Harka.
Yo.
Ah, shit.
The sassiest look back. Tess here is saying a non-dragon wouldn't understand the draw to valuables. Hoping you could weigh in.
Well, I'm
Tess
not a fucking
claims
dragon.
I cut my eyes too hard. Tess was saying that it's a need to acquire stuff like this.
A hoard
you-
is part of the daily needs.
Yes, you know damn well it's not a need, it's a want.
I disagree. Hoards are
Okay,
everything.
I've got a strong need to pick you up and carry you around like a cat right now. Is that a need or a want?
Depends if you're able to actually do it. If I don't want to.
Yes, just leave the stuff behind.
God damn it! Why can't I have the shiny things?
Because they
They're
belong
right
to someone
there.
else.
They could be dead. I'm not
They
dead.
could be. If you know they're dead, sure. But we don't know, so no.
This is horseshit.
Well then, watch where you step.
I will
Come
go
on.
over and close the jewelry
Let's
box
go
back.
help sister. She's trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Tess is pouting.
Rex will emerge and kind of give Harka a nod of a thanks for giving me the assist there.
Sure.
Long gecko. She kicks some debris. Motherfucker.
I'm also going to attempt to I'm going to turn to a bloodhound, just any beast with keen smell.
Got the big floppy jowls and the big sniffing nose.
Yep, keen hearing and smell.
Yeah.
And
Sister,
going
I
to
see
try
you're
and-
21. I was just letting that happen.
Well, that's
you're
just.
back.
Yeah, I know. I was just
And
letting.
then I'm gonna kind of cover the things that are not visual.
Yeah.
Here's that perception check.
18. Shane, are you back?
Yep, now I am.
Okay,
They just denied me my right to bear horde, and I'm offended.
cool. Norvin got an absolutely baller line, though.
Just let me loot.
It was beautiful.
I need a bigger pile.
So, sister.
Yeah.
With your 21 investigation, you notice all of the same things that Rex did, and you are drawn particularly to what almost looks like a cleared away area, as though debris did not fall here. So not that it fell and was cleared, but that debris just didn't kind of fall in this area. That's not a perfect circle, but it's a decent radius. And close by, you see a series of what look like scrawlings in the ashes, but they look purposeful. They look like a pattern.
A pattern.
A pattern, yes. Not just random, tracks scooting through the dust. This is whatever is here is specific and was drawn on purpose.
All right.
While you are looking closer at that, Rex, with your perception, it takes you a little bit, and I will say you are getting there about the same time Sister is looking at this. You pick up a faint scent trail from one of the houses. There's like other scent trail, like there are smells all over here, but this is the only one where you're still able to follow it somewhere, I'll say. And you follow it to the same place Sister is, where there is a lack of debris.
Sister, you see a wolf around the corner for a second. He just kind of holds up his paws. He's like, "Whoop, hey, hang on, give me."
The creepy Fallout 2 hopping over the fence.
It's just the wolf from Shrek in the grandma dress with the little bonnet. Reading the paper.
The sister crawls up into the little hammock.
I'm just happy you guys knew what I was talking about.
Yeah,
I am well aware.
Just pouting, petting corn like Mesa Fresson.
Parker's carrying Tess around like you see people carrying cats around, just their his hand under their butt while they're sitting in his hand.
Football style.
While she's pouting.
Let me down. I don't consent to this.
No. Not because I don't trust you. I just don't want you to sulk off and get in trouble.
I was gonna get in the basket. You caught me. You pulled me as I was climbing up Sister.
Sister's busy.
I don't care.
Anybody seen Icarus?
He's BRB.
He's
BRB. Yeah, I know he's BRB, but he hasn't said a word this entire time.
He's 3 plot points ahead of us. He's already solved the mystery here, and he's taken out the next dungeon.
He's perched up on the building, waiting for us to hurry up.
He's over that in his idle animation,
circling overhead.
What we're smelling and investigating is Icarus's feet as he figured it out. I think the clues are this way. Yeah, they are.
You didn't already know that? I'm sorry, I thought you already knew that.
I was busy getting fucking rich, but you know.
What'd you guys find?
Looks like some sort of scrolling.
What's it say?
It's not words. It's not words. It looks like some sort of symbol or insignia. It's more of a picture than words.
What check do we need for this?
What check do we need for this?
Make me a religion check.
God damn it.
At advantage.
Guide yourself.
25. No, I'm focusing on enhance ability.
Yeah.
25.
Okay.
Natural 20.
23. 1. Harka doesn't know shit.
6.
Okay.
It would be funny if I'm the only one who succeeds these. I'm stuck as a wolf and just don't say anything. And you have to go,
why would you be the only one that succeeds over Sister's 25?
Icarus reading from the top of the building.
So, the symbol, if I were to describe it, is a 7-pointed star made out of chains.
We've seen that before.
You know, I'm not 1,000% sure what that is, but it looks intimidating.
We've seen
and
that
not
before.
good.
Well, you'd be right.
We saw that at the drop the wolf form. Is that the same symbol we saw at that collapsed wizard tower?
Yes.
Did we ever identify what it was?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Liv, but didn't we discover that was the Chained Oblivion symbol?
I don't remember if you did, but I feel like at this point you probably would know.
What, a 25 in religion? Tell me.
Yeah, at this point, I feel fairly confident that if you didn't figure it out before, you'd figure it out now. You've rolled high enough that I'll conflate the two. Because I genuinely don't remember if you figured it out then or not. It's hard sometimes to separate player knowledge and character knowledge, and I struggle with it every day.
All right, so what exactly is the Chained Oblivion?
A great hungry beast bound into the lower you're aware of planes of existence, so there are parallels of our world, right?
Yes.
One of those lower parallels where darkness and evil coalesce holds
Groovy.
holds the prison of this god, whose followers seek to free it so it can consume and destroy everything else.
That sounds not good.
No, it is not.
How do evil
Especially
gods like this get fucking worshippers?
nihilists, people at their lowest, they find a community. Also, lies in some cases. They're told that if they do this, they'll be given back ones they love. Or in the Chained Oblivion's case, I'd imagine, and what I know about the deity, it preys on people who've lost everything and offers them purpose, community, and to many, that is a hard thing to resist when you've lost everything.
Hmm. Why can't they just turn to alcohol like I did?
Rex chokes back a laugh.
Alright, so, Chained Oblivion cultist assholes did this shit.
Yes. I would, well, fucking, the evidence suggests so.
I guess.
Highly possible. Like I said, they're trying to make up for their loss that we ran into before. And there were multiple participants other than the orchestrator. So we might have run into one of those participants trying to.
Recover their losses.
Yes.
Alright, so can we track them down?
Probably.
Well, someone's got to stop them. Suppose we're as
That's
good
why.
as anyone else.
That's why I came to find you.
Possibly remind that there are no tracks leaving this place other than Rex's from before. But there's no signs of bodies being dragged away or transported. There's no signs of people leaving anywhere.
All right, so let's start poking around, see if we can find some like
I've got a very weird theory.
basements.
Okay.
And
The basement's where I was heading. I was gonna turn into a badger and dig down to see if I found anything.
I mean, if there are basements, you probably could find entrances to the basements.
Well, I was more looking for if there's an underground cavern here that people
fair.
are getting sucked into.
Like a sinkhole?
Well,
all right,
I'll hold
Harka's
up on the
gonna
badger.
go house to house.
Okay.
And because he's not good at investigating, he's just gonna simply tear up floorboards until he finds a basement.
All right,
I'll be
make a
there with
strength
him
check.
to help look.
What'd you say, Liv?
Strength. Strength check.
All right.
Come on, Hulk out.
Check or
Check. Yeah.
15.
15. Yeah, it takes maybe a little longer than you're expecting, but yes, you do find it's less of tearing up floorboards because these people are not trying to hide their basements, but it's more lifting roofs and moving beams, different things where debris has collapsed and covered where the normal entrance would be. You find like root cellars. So the root cellar is like the medieval equivalent to a basement, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, you find root cellars. You find medieval basements, high fantasy basements.
Okay. Do I find any that lead to a dungeon?
No.
For lack of a better term.
No. All of these are regular basements, and they're actually fairly well preserved. There's some dust and debris around the entrances, but everything that is further into the roots, into the cellars, are pretty much pristine. They really weren't touched. Because being underground protected them from the worst of the fire, and as entrances got sealed off, the fire's not going to go down there, smoke's not going to really get down there. So there's some ash on things from before debris collapsed and covered the entrances, but for the most part, they're still pretty intact.
Any signs of altars to the chained oblivion asshole?
None.
Well,
None
I'm out of
whatsoever.
ideas. What about you guys?
Mm.
I mean, because
I mean,
we all know I'm not the brains of this fucking outfit.
the other option is we've seen teleportation. I'm not so sure we get a read on that kind of magic.
Well, we don't have an
Uh,
arcane mage with us, so yeah.
the only other thing I have in mind is to try digging down to see if there's a cavern below that they're sucking people down into.
Is there anywhere
Gonna
specific
pop
you
this
might
off.
want to divine sense? Let's see.
Actually, was gonna try something like that, but I did
No,
not.
you don't sense anything with the divine sense. Is there like a specific type of phenomenon you would like to look for, or a specific place you would like to look at?
Do we find the point where the fire started, or is it a bunch of small fires?
It's a bunch of small fires. Make. I think insight's the only check I can think of for you to kind of put pieces together. Make an insight check.
Okay. 17.
17's enough. You feel like the fires were probably one of the last things that happened.
Hmm.
So it was probably
fires to cover
yeah.
up.
Yes.
What did they do beforehand? Why are there no
Yes.
bodies? Because they probably there are no footsteps, and so
where did
they
they go?
either teleported away or they covered their tracks.
Take disguise. Icarus, you keep getting drawn back to that debris-free zone with the insignia, the symbol.
Okay.
Marco will head back there and pop a divine sense there.
You don't get a specific sense of those things, but you do, I'll say, you get a vibe. You can't really tell because technically I'm given, this is getting tough, so I'm given a little loosey goosey with the divine sense. It's not technically one of the things on there, but there's a little bit of a weird vibe that you get where you're just like, something's hinky.
Can we make some sort of check to identify if if some cleric cast like Word of Recall or Planar Gate or whatever?
Suggest a check and make it.
I think Religion or Arcana
Sure.
would be good ones. Is there a way for me to do a nature check? I mean, the Chain of Oblivion is pretty antithetical to nature.
It might give you a different result, but you can make it, yeah.
I'll try nature.
Okay.
Seeing as how we have other people who can make the other check.
What are you looking for nature in that spot? Presumably in that
clue.
Spot. A clue.
In a broad sense, a clue.
Okay.
A more direct one. Confirmation that there was magic used to move these bodies out.
Okay.
Not that they walked out and covered their tracks.
Okay. Make a nature check.
22.
22. There is definitely a strong sense of unnatural magic, or not nature-based magic. Something arcane. And this spot was probably the focal point of it. And that is likely why it is so clear of debris. This is where some sort of teleportation circle, or where a portal was held open.
So we can cross deep underground facility off the list.
Yep.
Most likely. Unless the young purple worm was somehow some sort of clue that they've got a tunneler, but I doubt it.
It's not. I'm gonna be real with y'all.
All right,
It's not.
so they teleported, which means there's no way for us to follow them. This is just letting us know that there's a cult of chained oblivion assholes
on
that
this continent as well.
On this continent that are
and other continents
kidnapping people.
Yes.
Well, do we have a way to find out what other small settlements there are? They're probably not getting a lot of people from these, and they're doing it so they don't attract a lot of attention. We could try and track. I mean, Rex can mark what he saw on his map, try and guess where the next area of attack might be, try and be there when they arrive.
The
Can
difficulty of
sister-
these small settlements is that they are
I'll
not.
just fuck myself.
Sorry! I was answering his question.
Yeah, but I'm trying to fucking say something for the last 5 minutes.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna ask if sister could use her detect magic at will and her lenses to make an arcana check to see if there's any sort of lingering in the portal area from a different plane. Like any sort of essence from a different plane if they did open a gate.
Okay, go ahead. That's not a check. You sense that the portal that was opened was from somewhere on Telmora from here. So one side of it was open in this space, and the other side was open somewhere else on Telmora on the prime material plane.
Okay, so it wasn't a planar gate, it was an arcane gate.
Actually really pretty.
Okay, well, continue with whatever you were saying to him then.
The thing about the small villages that you noticed as well with the guards, the settlements, is none of them are on the map. They're all just kind of, they're not even really named. They're just places where people live. So they're not something that, like, if it's obviously, if you put a stamp on a map, the stamp is going to be there and you will be able to see it. But they're not on maps sold in general stores, basically, is my point. So it's difficult to kind of say, like, oh, if you don't already have knowledge of it, oh, I know there's a settlement here because I see it on the map.
Well, we should be able to follow natural features that people make civilizations around.
Yes, you can certainly do that, but that would be more guesswork than what I thought you were initially suggesting. Ooh, good stinger in the music.
Well, and I can hear that we're almost out of ideas, Liv. So if you have something you want to suggest to us.
There is a group on this continent.
Fuck you, Lou. You
Has resources
join your fucking
that has
goddamn Heroes Anonymous bull.
I mean, or you can I will say the ideas that pop into your head as if whispered there by God herself are, we could go ask the Shadow Shields for help. We could ask one of our god friends for help, or we could randomly try hopping to another continent and see what's going on there.
I think we finally need to bite this bullet and go to Liv's plot hook
You can also ask your
of the
gods. That is
shadow
an option.
assholes.
Yeah, the gods do owe us. So I'm about to ask one of them motherfuckers.
You could ask, like, hey, where are the other places that this has been happening? What have you noticed any?
Or we can ask the lady of the fucking weave. Hey, where'd this fucking portal through the weave go?
You can. That is an option. You have spoken to her before.
Sorry,
you know her number.
Caster Weave confidentiality. I can't break that.
I can't break the seal of the weave confessional.
Bitch.
I can't break the seal of the confessional. You're not
That
Catholic.
bitch does not
I
have
know.
her collar on.
You don't know.
She does not have her collar on. Get this shit out of here. She'll straight up tell us if we ask.
Okay. Rex doesn't know about the Shadow Shield, so.
That's right. You guys didn't tell him.
We did not. There's no need to tell him.
You need to tell him we got propositioned by an esoteric order of cool people.
No.
I want you guys to
We
know,
could
Liv offered
ask-
to me that I came to the group saying I joined the Shadow Shields and was looking to recruit you.
Because Connor was like,
Yeah.
that would be really funny. And I was like, listen, if you want to do it for your character and you think that Rex would do it, I'm not going to tell you no. Like, I just mentioned it and you were like, damn, that sounded really cool. And I was like, oh, they turned it down. And you were like, wouldn't it be funny if? And I was like, you can. You could. And then he said, no.
So, what's our next step, group?
You have options.
Go talk to the Soul Society.
Yokuso.
I'm
Watashi
so
no
surprised that
Soul
Norvin is going to.
Society desu.
Well, no, I shouldn't be surprised that Harka is saying go to the Shadow Shields before we go back to a god. I shouldn't be surprised.
Well, granted that we both of our connections to them are in the same place,
You know,
we can ask them, and then we can ask Mistra.
You said the Macon Grove is very disconnected from the rest of the nation, right? Or the continent,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But you said these have a very unnatural pull. There's no way we could go try and ask them, like, hey, you wouldn't be able to sense by your
Oh.
deeply spreading mushroom vines.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
No.
So
We got out of there one time without getting our memories erased. I'm not about to test a second time.
So I'm going to pull you to the map. Based on where you are, you know that the groves reach usually, especially if actually, no, from your spending time there, you would absolutely know this as a certainty. The reach of their mushrooms is going to be within their forest. With their policy of non interference and them just wanting to be left alone, they're also going, we're not going to extend outside of our borders. Our
Look at
borders
that
are.
border gore they did on the coastline of fucking. They're like, yeah, let's tame all that just to cuck everyone out of the coast.
I didn't make
Fucking
this map other
assholes.
than the I put the icons of the towns and I put the
Airplane
names
Stellaris.
on it. That's all I did.
Don't worry,
Everything
Shane.
else
Down
is
here,
already a
they're also
pre-made map.
reclaiming it as their colony.
Yeah, I know, whatever.
Uh,
So, you know that their mushroom influence would not be this far out. It is possible that through their connection to the ley lines, they might have felt something, but you feel less certain about it, especially if what you're going for is the mushrooms. You know the mushrooms are going to have no reach out here.
Cool. Well, guys, do you want to bite the DM's bullet and hook,
I have
or
many
do you want to,
bullets.
or do you want to talk to the gods?
Like I said, we can. I know Harka probably doesn't want to talk to Mistra, so we can talk to the plot hook people, and then since we'll still be in Kamarasca, if they don't give us anything that we can rely on, then we go to Mistra.
All the way back. We just left. Yeah.
Yes, we just left,
All the way
and
back to Kamarasca.
that's kind of what happens, Rex.
Fire on the background.
He's
Hey.
yapping in the background.
I can't wait to unlock fast travel.
As soon as I get 6 levels, we've got it, bud.
When's that? What, level 9? 10? 30?
It's odd numbers. I think it's
11.
Oh wow, yeah, it is. It's way out there.
We got a minute.
We got
4 levels. We
yeah.
gotta get.
You got a hot minute.
But then any tree we've seen, motherfucker, is now boarding.
You're gonna pop right out in the middle. You're just gonna send everybody. One of these days, you're gonna send everybody through the tree, and they're all gonna step out in the tree in the middle of the mango grove, and they're gonna be like, "You tricked us."
You're druids. You could do this too. You're just.
No, your party is saying that to you for tricking them to go back to the grove.
Yeah. Anyway, zoop. And then that's when Sister goes, counterpoint, word of recall. Zoop.
You're not invited.
Touché.
All right. Well, as it is 9:30, I think that is a good place to wrap it up. And if you change your plan and decide not to go to Kamarasca, you have plenty of time. So that is where we are going to call it for tonight, and I will see you all next time.
Bye.